Hello and welcome to Bahraini Dishes cooking show. Today we will be cooking one of the very delicious traditional seafood meals in our local cuisine, which is mawash rubian or shrimp. To prepare it, we will need onions, tomatoes, curry leaves, and dried tomato. I have broke them. And then we have garlic cloves. We have white rice is being soaked and being washed really well. And we have shrimp, dried shrimps, and we have mango seeds. Then we have salt. Of course, we have also spices there, oil and water. This is what we will need to cook this dish. We will be back right after this to start. Welcome back. Mawash rubian is very popular dish in both Bahraini and Kuwaiti cuisine. It can be prepared by using fresh shrimps or dried ones. The process of preparing it and how it looks at the end makes it very similar to majboos. The difference comes with addition of mash, which is mung beans. In fact, mung beans are very high in nitrates and analytics, which may provide health benefits in addition of that. Shrimp has an impressive nutrition profile. Let's start cooking. Putting the stove on a high heat, then we will add oil, then followed by going to add onions, that's it. And mawash is cooked in a lot of different occasions: childbirth, birthdays, death memorials, to give away to neighbors and everyone else around the neighborhood. And also mostly cooked in special occasions usually. Now, going to add the curry leaves and the black lemon. Remember, you're doing seafood, so you need lemon. While sauteing it, I'm going to chop few whatever garlic left here. Not to be chopped, even sliced, not a problem. Could be mashed as well. Could be chopped. Could be anyway. Depends on how you like it to be. And forgot to mention the coriander and dill herbs here on my board, which is, I'm going to add it later, give it more flavor to kill the seafood taste. That smells good. Something different. Give it a little bit time. We'll let it season for quite enough time. We'll get back to you shortly. Welcome back. Then now, after 5 minutes seasoning there, it's been sauteed enough. You don't want to burn a lot because we'll go for longer process because we're going to add the tomatoes now. Then followed by the shrimps. Of course, it's been washed. Why? Because it's too salty, actually. So you need to wash it to reduce the saltiness in it. You can smell the shrimps now. Now we're going to add the spices. Going to add turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon. Then we have coriander powder, tablespoon. Then we have cumin powder, also a tablespoon. Then we have Bahraini Bzar, which is mixed spices, Bahraini mixed spices, also a spoon. Then we have black pepper. We're just gonna throw pinch or 2 pinches of it on top. And then we have red chili powder, also a tablespoon. I know a lot of spices, right? And finally, we're going to put black lemon powder. This will be 2 tablespoons to give it the taste. Right, time to mix it. By the way, one common issue with cooking shrimps is that the shrimps can turn out tough or rubbery, and if you want to avoid it, just simply not to overcook it. But having said that, with dried shrimp, it won't go rubbery or tough because it's been dried already, and it's good. I'm going to add water. Right? Going to mix it. We'll bring it to boil so we can add the rice in there. Before that, I'm going to remove the water, drain the water out of this mung seeds or mung beans. We call it mash. Right, going to add it in there. That gives it nice taste actually. Let's mix it all together. Let's cut some herbs and then just put it in there. Just a little bit of dill. Well, actually not everyone putting dill, but in my recipes I do. As we mentioned earlier, it's a common dish in our cuisines, Kuwait and Bahrain, and of course different recipes from family to other family. Right, and some coriander just to give it a nice taste. Now it's almost boiling. Now we're going to add the rice. Right, going to drain the water out of the rice as well. Then we'll add the rice to it. Now mix everything together. And now finally we're going to add the salt. It depends on how much salt you want, but I'm putting only 3 tablespoons. Mix it really well, and then we'll leave it till it gets dry and then ready to eat. Right, let's close it for 20 minutes in a low heat, and then we'll get back to you. Welcome back, and now we have done 20 minutes of cooking here, and we're done, almost ready. Then now we need to plate it. That smells good. That smells good. This is what we were waiting for. Wow, this looks good. See, it's very detailed actually. You can see the shrimps, you can see the mung beans, the mash, we call it in Arabic. You can see everything, even the broken lime, you can still see them. And this is, it will go great for lunchtime, anytime you like, actually, but preferably lunchtime served. And this is not only served in Ramadan, it's served, as I mentioned earlier, in special occasion mostly. And it can be any time too, but mostly it goes with occasions. Great. Now, this is what you were waiting for. You need a lemon with your seafood. Welcome back. Now we are done with our main dish. Now we're moving to our second dish. And the second dish for today is rice mahlabiya, or rice pudding. That is both delicious and very easy to make. To prepare this, all we need is milk, and I'm getting it boiling also, just to keep it ready. So I'm adding the rice flour here. Adding water into it so we can put it in there, and before that we need to mix it with water. Then also I have sugar and rose water, and the rest you can add also later on, and on any extra flavors. Now the milk are hot. I'm gonna switch it off, keep it hot, and make sure this rice is completely mixed with the water, this rice flour. Now gently we're going to put the rice into put it on a low heat, put it into the milk, and slowly, and you stir it. Keep stirring it non-stop, and keep adding. You don't want to add it all at once. This is very nice actually, because rice mahlabiya is one of the really delicious cold dishes that mothers always prepare for the whole members of the family, and it can be prepared with various flavor while keeping it main two ingredients, milk and rice. If you prepare it in the night, so you can have it next day anytime you want, because preferably settle first. You don't put it in the fridge and it's warm. Wait for it until it's cold, and then you can put it in the fridge. And then you keep it in the fridge for minimum of 4 hours, I would say. Right now we are done with the rice, so now we keep stirring it, and I'm going to add sugar slowly. And how you know it's done? When it gets very thick. See, it's getting thicker. And remember, it depends on how much you go. Actually, I have added 1.5 cup of sugar, but you don't want to put more, and because you don't want it to be too sweet, because it's not fun to eat it when it's very, very sweet. Mind you, having said that, when you add other flavor to it, like cardamoms or saffron or whatever it is, don't make it too sweet, because you won't have fun with the taste. So keep stirring it until it gets very thick. And the good things about it also, Mahladia, is you can add whatever nuts you like on the top of it, or sprinkle it on it, some saffron as well. Gives you a nice final touch, nice color as well. And me, I'm going to add, I'll show you later what I'm going to add. No rush, just wait till the end. As you see, it's getting thicker. See it? The minute you stop it, all the rice, because it's rice, the rice will get like chunks and chunks. And I will show you later. I didn't stop, but it still happens. I'll show you later, get chunks and all stuck together. And then, you know, you don't want to have the whole thing is like that, you know. Now I'm going to add the rose water. Slowly, slowly. The rose water could be half cup only or quarter cup of rose water, because you don't want to have it very rosy, because it's not the main taste of it. It's the main taste of it is milk and rice. It's rice pudding. We're just adding this other stuff into it just to give it better flavor, more fun actually, better smell than just rice pudding. Now up to here we're done. As you see, it is thick enough. As you see, the chunks is there. Might do 3 types for you of finishing. Now I've got saffron, sorry, the cardamom powder, pistachio powder, and we've got walnuts. You can just add a few on top of it just to have fun crunching them while eating it. Here we done our rice pudding, which is rice mahlabiya. Thank you for watching. Here we're done for today's episode. Wait for us again tomorrow for more delicious, our traditional cuisine. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.